Hello, today's IELTS speaking lesson is all about technology.
Do you use any gadgets on a daily basis?
I think, surely the question should be how many rather than any. Although I don't consider myself a complete and utter geek, I could not function without my laptop and smartphone. That being said, I still prefer the old format of a paperback to that of a Kindle. We are living in the computer age, but there are a few relics of the past that I like to keep hold of. I am not in the vanguard for trying out cutting-edge technology, but I follow the trends.
How often do you use internet?
I use internet as much as 3 hours a day, especially for work or following important world events. More and more, I find myself using the internet instead of telephones. Surfing the internet is great, but I must admit to a dislike of Facebook. I find it boring and trivial, like all social media. I make use of video conferencing for work.
Do you own a computer?
Yes, I have a personal computer, a laptop and an iPad. I use my iPad mainly for work. It is very compact and easy to carry, so I take it with me everywhere. On the other hand, my PC has a large screen and easy-to-use keyboard, so I use it for word processing and browsing websites. It is an old, but still a reliable workhorse.
Now, have a look at the card and prepare a monologue. Describe your favorite gadget. You should say, what is it? When did you get it? How often do you use it, and say why is it so important to you?
I own quite a few gadgets. However, I have so many apps on my iPhone that it is by far my most valuable and preferred gadget. Every hour I check my emails on it. I follow my favorite sports. I check the weather and of course what's happening in the world. Although I hate the intuitive nature of Google, it is so annoying to constantly battle against a stubborn machine. Consequently, you have to make sure the corrector is not changing the thread of your argument. What I love about browsing websites is that you can find an answer for just about every question on Earth. From reinstalling the operating system, to a cure for hay fever. What's more, Google favors how-to questions and answers, and they can be found near the top of the searches. Added to surfing the internet in order to find whatever I want, I can also tap into a never-ending source of entertainment. Generally, I use my laptop for the latter as it requires less effort from my eyes. The iPhone is an essential device for me.
Do you think we need to know much about computers?
Well, the more you know, the more you will get out of them, and the less time you will waste looking for things. First of all, you need to know what is a SERP, search engine results pages, and how Google tries to match up the query you type into the search box and the results you see. What is a web address, or URL, Uniform Resource Locator? And how to navigate websites. It is vital to know how to find the information you need in the shortest possible time. For that, you must be able to surf the net.
What is the most impactful piece of technology in our lives?
It is my point of view that the internet is the most important technological advance of our time. Its uses are infinite, and it gives us so many new opportunities to discover anything we want to know about in the world. You just need to go online. And what with wireless networks, at home, and public Wi-Fi hotspots, we can do it easily and almost everywhere.
How computers affect our everyday life?
In two ways, positively and negatively certainly. They help with so many things, starting from writing and printing your own essay, and ending with developing advanced programs and digital editing. Without computers, studying would have been time-consuming and inefficient. Conversely, you can waste your time with social media or video games.
How effective is the use of computers in the classroom?
In my opinion, using computers in the classroom has only just started, in that the possibilities are boundless. From learning languages to mathematics, everything is possible with interactive learning. I have read recently about using holograms to make virtual teachers appear before you. Mind-blowing stuff.